The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, no! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolverines will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Using the quick game. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Got it on the outside, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking to throw, it's Peters. Skips away from pressure. He'll let it go down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're just making... He's looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
To the air, it's Glenn. Quarterback moving. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Wide out in motion. Now the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They run the reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to turn the corner on the right. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. They need some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Back to pass, it's Peters. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. This time it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he... Man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw one to his right. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, drive.
Back to pass, it's Peters. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, that's a really... You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They'll throw it on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it in. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that?
Lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the three. The inside handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Williams. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State. In other schools around the country.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? These corners going to give them some space. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were.
The expressway is wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, no! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 11 to Florida Atlantic. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athletic.
He's off to the races. He's at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Peters. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Slings it downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 28, Michigan 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 25. And he breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop at the sweet throwing catches. Plenty to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying.
And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're
touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air, it's Peters. Gets rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody's free.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.